I'm talking myself into selling them, really, because I can't keep all these, because I have 100 radios anyway, probably. Most of these radios, especially that one, were sold on the American market, so that makes them very rare in the UK. This isn't all of them, but this is most of them. I don't know of the value, so they're not going to be sold cheaply. Hello and welcome back to the channel, and I thought you might like to see this haul of Sony radios that I got recently from an estate sale. This isn't all of them, but this is most of them, the best ones, and I'm going to be listing these on eBay, so there'll be a link below to my eBay shop, and if you get your timing right, or if I get my timing right, releasing this video at the same time as listing, then you should be able to buy any of these if you're quick. And most of them I'm going to start on an auction, simply because I don't know of the value of one or two of them. I know what the valuable ones are, but if you put it on as buy it now, even at the highest price, and it goes within 5 minutes, you're pretty certain that you can be pretty certain that it's got a value of much more than that. And I do obviously need to recoup my investment, so that's why they're starting on auction. Although by the time you get to look at them, I may well have put them on a buy it now, because if they don't get any bids at a highish price, what I usually do is put it on about the same price or a slightly higher price on buy it now, stays on there for a little while, and then they sell. So they're not going to be sold cheaply because of the time I've spent cleaning them up and everything, but they are really good examples, most of them, and the ones that are damaged, obviously they be clearly mentioned. Also in the description underneath I'm going to list the model numbers. I'm not going to go into any details, but I'll list the model numbers, and then if you go to the radiosmuseum.org site, they list just about every radio in existence, so you can cross-reference the model number and you can get the full spec including the measurements. So even if I've sold a particular radio and you're interested in it, you just want to look it up and find out a bit more about it, then the Radio Museum is a really good first port of call. So let's just zoom in on some of them. I'll just make sort of little brief comments, not in any detail, and then we'll play a few videos that I've made, that I'm going to put one or two videos on the item description on eBay, and so I'll share those on this video, and then that'll be it. Thanks for watching, because I shan't come back with any contribution other than the videos, and please do subscribe, like and subscribe, because it helps. If the more views I get, then the more incentive I get to get off my butt and actually make a new video for you. This one I think is possibly one of the most rare ones. Sadly that doesn't work, but there we are. That one will be listed below, and it's extremely collectible, and as you can see it's got its leather case, it's not in bad nick, and it's called the 11, for reasons that you'll find out if you go on the Radio Museum page. This one again is one of my favourites, simply because it's just a nice all-rounder. I've made a video of that. It has full shortwave and FM, and it's just a nice brushed metal finish. This one, I actually have two versions of this. There's the medium, long and FM version, and that one I've withheld from the sale because it's got a broken knob on the top, and it seems a shame not to have a go at repairing that, so I will do that. And this version is the higher value one because it has shortwave instead of long wave, and as you probably know, long wave broadcasting is due to cease in the UK this year, 2025. They may well put it off again, but it's scheduled for June, so really I'm not bothering with any more long wave radios. Most of these radios, especially that one, were sold on the American markets. That makes them very rare in the UK, and you have got certain versions of these radios, such as this one here, that has, I don't know if you can see, the sun is starting to shine through very fiercely, but yeah, the FM band, which is there, starts at 76. So this is for the world market, because in Japan and Russia those frequencies were used. Not so much in America as far as I know, but definitely not in the UK. And some of these radios, there's a UK version which starts at the normal 87 megahertz. But this is a good compact world radio. And this one is one of the oldest pocket radios. You can see the size of it relative to an average pocket radio, alongside the Sony 40th anniversary radio, which has got its little pouch. This one has got its case, and again, one of the most rare ones. But all of these model numbers, I shan't go into model numbers, they're all listed underneath. And that one is the SW1, is notoriously popular among collectors. That one doesn't work. I say it doesn't work. I managed to connect a power supply of 3 volts to it, and it did spring into life. It's quite loud and fairly sensitive, but it's got the usual motor boating sound due to capacitors being worn out. And there, I noticed today there's an eBay seller who appears to specialise in repairing these, and he offers a sort of a repair service, an easy repair service, where you just buy it now, click on it, pay the £49.50 I think he's charging. I don't know this guy, but I just saw it today. Send the radio, he repairs it with the capacitors and whatever needs to be done, if he can. If it's too far gone, he'll just send it back and charge you a nominal £10 fee plus the carriage costs. So that seems to be quite good. It's very tempting for me to send it off to him, but I think I'm just going to sell it. There's enough people interested in this, and it's got its case. This one, another very early one, is very cracked on the edges, and there's a hole there. It's a bit battered about, but it's very rare, so that will be of interest. As I say, the 40th anniversary Sony pocket radio, very interesting pocket radios here. Here's another one, very nice one. I do like metal finish, that one, and that one. And the other ones of note, the smaller brother of that Sony there, which is this one, that's only 2 band, as you can see, but it's got a nice metal finish and quite a good sound as well. It's a bit more compact than the one behind it. These ICF 7600s, I did say I wasn't going to mention any model numbers. This is the later version, which is in really good condition, and it has its pouch and the Sony Wave handbook and some point of sale leaflet from the era with a number of other radios in it. So it's a nice little package, this one that I'm selling, and trying not to keep them. I'm not sort of always about selling, but I'm about collecting. But the thing is, I'm talking myself into selling them, really, because I can't keep all these, because I have 100 radios anyway, probably, and counting. And the earlier version, pre-1987, of this particular radio, which has single sideband, which if you're a shortwave enthusiast, you'll know what that means. Google it. Otherwise, ICF. It's not that I'm being obtuse by not mentioning, but it takes a bit of technical explanation, and I'm not going to be able to do that very well now. But the pre-1987, the earlier version, is that one, and that one actually does have its instruction manual, but it doesn't have any point of sale, and it does have its pouch as well. So they're going to go on together, and there's videos of both of those, that one and the newer one. That one, and there's a video of that, and of this, where is it, this nice one here. I mean, this is just a basic domestic radio. It doesn't look anything very much, although it's got that nice Sony sort of mid-period trademark on it, but branding on it, but it really does sound mellow and nice, and the sensitivity is very good on medium wave. And also I've noticed that the isolation that in the circuit, I don't know if that's the correct technical term, but from interference is very good, so it's a nice clean medium wave sweep, unlike modern medium wave radios which have digital tuners that are very jumpy, and also they are prone to noise. They're not very well isolated, but that's a really nice radio, that one. And if I am going to keep them, I'll treat myself to that really cheapo one, and then you know, people can have the rare ones, and I will try not to keep that one, but that's again a favourite. And that Sony weather radio, Sports 11. Well, that's enough model numbers. We'll get on with the videos now, and then please like and subscribe, as I say, and then I will come back and do some more videos if I get enough interest from this. Quick wide shot, there we go.
Pour la jeune génération. Dans les communautés en ligne d'employés ou sur les réseaux sociaux, nombreuses sont les publications demandant des recommandations de buffets à bon rapport qui a été pris près du lieu de travail.
From the home supporters, but no free kick given. And he's unaware of Longstaff coming from behind him, makes a recovering challenge.
And what a victory he will be taking with him, that 2-0 victory. Glenn, in terms of chances created and taken by Newcastle, chances defended by Newcastle, did they deserve...
For the game management, not only from the players, but the management as well.
Big ass house that's on the hill.
Well, don't you worry, baby, don't worry.
And he struggles with it a little bit more than I do. I'm kind of a bit like, oh, everything will be fine.
Is a registered trademark of Banerjee. 18 plus terms apply.
This is Ian Barker. Ian's in West Horton,
He said anything.
Use slime molds to calculate the fastest fire evacuation routes from buildings. What you're doing is you're asking.
All the food parcels and luxuries that we've received.
Oh,
So
wow.
it's incredibly kind of them. I watch myself and on the.
It doesn't stop the endless speculation about transfers and, you know.
Totally super problem solving because we have brains and we're proud of our brains, and rightfully so. But there are lots of ways.
Visit your local Wren showroom or go online to find out more.
Old man who clearly, in the loathsome modern idiom, has some issues. Else why would he be standing stark naked at 4:30 a.m. staring into a mirror? Why have I become a recluse? In a sense,
Composed by the piano player Bobby Timmons, it's Art Blakey and the Jazz Messengers, and of course, Moanin'. Bobby Timmons on the piano, Benny Golson on sax, Lee Morgan on trumpet, Jamie Merritt on the bass. Of course, well, a stone cold classic. That's how we start off January.
run out of the urban and into the bucolical, at the ends of which we stand behind toughened glass, looking out at a world we can no longer communicate with. More truly alone in the vast universe our science has revealed to us than we ever could have imagined. So alone.
As a jazz centre from the 40s and 50s onwards. And he continued through this period, and in 1953 he recorded his version of Burgundy Street Blues. Now, I know you'll say that's cheating, it isn't really red, but it's pretty near red.
ride, and we'll get them back.
In relation to the total number of schools across the country.
So Rudolph, Professor Green studies these things, and he says the effects will be relatively small. Did you accept that?
Travail après s'être retrouvé au chômage en 2024. 22,6%.
At this point, you don't need to go completely vegan, because I feel it is quite difficult for some people who are used to eating a lot of animal foods to go completely vegan. But can you try and have, maybe one meal a day that is vegetarian? Not only is that good for our health, but it's good for the health of the planet.
Thématique à la CIE. Quel bienfait offre-t-il? Quelles sont ses attentes pour cette édition? Découvrons les réponses tout de suite.
Final to come in a month's time. We'll reflect on everything that's happened this evening with Dion, with Glenn Murray and with John Murray after the BBC News with Dan Maudsley.
Careful aim and rain slow down without smashing a windscreen.
The sunshine. Northern Scotland will see further snow showers, these drifting into Western Scotland and Northern Ireland at times. Thursday will continue mainly dry and cold with bright spells. Northern Scotland, Northern Ireland and Northwest Wales will see wintry showers.